Hello guys, today I will teach you how to make a fire drill report. We have here fire drill report reference, we have the company emergency checklist, and the SOLAS. For company emergency checklist, these are the actions that must be done during a fire emergency. And the SOLAS, these are the information that must be inside of your fire drill report. These two references are essential in making a proper fire drill report. This is our fire drill report format. On the first column, the motor vessel, write the name of the ship. And on the second row, date, write the date the report is made. Here I always input same date as the date the drill conducted. Type of drill. Here we will write fire drill, fire in the galley. In the date, write the date the drill conducted. Position is the location of your ship when the drill is conducted. Commence, write the time the drill commenced. Here I will write 10:30 hours and completed at 1100 hours. Time to master. Later we will fill up this one. Here the next column is the summary of drill activities. Critical response timing. We have your event, alarm sounded, and crew mustered and head count taken. Input the time and duration. The target of this event is less than 3 minutes. Below we have the CBE pressures for emergency team and backup team. Next column is the timings and description of other activities. Here we will write a report based on our two references. I have already made a report here. We just have to highlight all the information that follows the company emergency checklist and the SOLAS. So the drill commenced at 10:30 hours. Missman saw a fire in the galley and activated the nearest manual cool point. Missman reported to the bridge that there is a fire in the galley. OOW called Master. Master on the bridge. Fire alarm sounded, followed by PA by the Master. Fire in the galley. All crew proceed to Master station. I'll just highlight yellow as it follows the procedure on our checklist. So on timings, we will input alarm sounded at 10:30 hours. On name of absentees, all crew are present, just write nil. Let's go to our checklist. Here we have followed the step number 1 and step number 2. Next, at 10:31 hours, bridge team simulation. Activated the emergency stop number 4 accommodation. The bridge team broadcast urgency message informing the nearest coast station and announced it on VHF channel 16 to inform nearby vessels that the vessel was on fire. The master informed company designated personnel and advised starting the emergency fire pump. Bridge team verify vessel position on all GMDCs console and update the EAA status. We just highlight activated emergency stop 4, broadcast urgency message, advise starting the emergency fire pump. We go to critical timings. Here we will input instructed to start the fire pump at 10:31 hours. We highlighted all the information that follows our checklist. We go to our checklist. On step number 20, we have input broadcast urgency distress message, and on subsequent actions, we have input the step number 3 confirm vessel position, updated on GMD's console, number 4, and then number 5 send urgency message. Next, at 10:32 hours, all team members mustered, head count carried out, and everyone was accounted for. Master instructed emergency team to don ACBA and prepare the firefighters. We just highlight all team members mustered, head count from SOLAS information, and instructed emergency team to don ACBA. That's from checklist information. We go to critical timings. Crew mustered and head count, we input 10:32 hours. That is 2-minute duration. We follow the target of less than 3 minutes. And on instructed emergency team to run ECBA, we will input 10:32 hours. We go to SOLAS. Here we have followed the step number 1 reporting to stations and preparing for the duties described in the master list required by Regulation 8. Next, on 10:33 hours, engine room team reported 2 generators were running and ready for maneuvering. Bridge team engine on standby, no traffic, and navigational hazard. We go to our emergency checklist. Here we have followed the step number 3 and step number 4. Next, at 10:34 hours, the support team reported that 2 fire hoses were rigged for boundary cooling. That is on our SOLAS information. That is on step number 2, starting a fire pump using at least 2 jets of water. We continue. The engine room team advised the bridge team that they could now start the emergency fire pump, and the bridge team acknowledged. The master ordered to shut down all vents, dampers in the galley. The bridge team advised the coordinator that the emergency fire pump was now running with pressure of 6.2 bars. We go to critical timings. Instructed to shut down all vents, dampers. We will input 10:34 hours. And on fire pump running with adequate pressure, we will also input 10:34 hours. We go to our emergency checklist. Here we have carried out the step number 5 and step number 6. Next, at 10:35 hours, support team reported all vents BA-22 and BA-23, dampers, fire doors, and watertight doors leading to the galley are all shut. Electrician isolated and switch off power leading to the galley. We will highlight all vents BA-22, 23, damper, fire doors, and watertight doors leading to the galley are all shut, as it follows our emergency checklist. we go to our critical response timings. Here on all vents dampers to space shot, we will input 1035 hours and the duration is 1 minute. We are under the target of less than 5 minutes. We go to our checklist. We have followed the step number 7 and step number 8. We have also followed the step number 9 and step number 11. Next, at 10:36 hours, the emergency team leader reported that all firefighting equipment, including the firefighting radio, was checked and found to be in good working condition. Two firefighters, Oiler and AB, donned their fireman's outfit and ready to enter with ECBE, a pressure on 150 bars. We go to critical timings. Here we will input 1036 on ready to enter with ECBA, and that is on 4 minutes duration. That is less than the target of 5 minutes, but we will transfer it to make it on a 2-minute duration. Here we have transferred the information on ready to enter with ECBA at 10:34 hours. The backup team, consisting of bosun and fitter, also donned their fireman's outfit with a pressure of 150 bars. The firefighters then proceed to the scene of the fire, entering the port side A deck with a charged fire hose. We will change the timings on ready to enter with the CVA. We will input 10:34 hours and that is 2 minutes duration. On CBE pressures, emergency team is CBE 1 upon entry 150 bars and on CBE 2 150 bars. Same as the backup team on upon entry. We go to SOLAS. We have followed the step number 3, number 4, and number 5. And on our emergency checklist, we have followed the step number 12. Next, at 10:37 hours, the emergency team leader reported to coordinator firefighters combating the fire using the CO2, and at 10:38 hours, support team reported commenced boundary cooling on all 6 sides of affected areas. We go to our checklist. Here we have followed the step number 13, number 14, and 15. On step number 16, we have no injured person. The medical team is on standby. And on step number 19, this is not applicable to us because we are at sea. Next, lifeboat was unlashed and ready for abandon ship in case of emergency. That is on SOLAS information. The medical team standby with a stretcher, an oxygen resuscitator, and first aid. Next, at 10:40 hours, Master instructed Emergency Coordinator to check for any signs of reignition, cause of fire, check hotspots on all 6 sides, confirm no signs of heat transfer. Support team continue boundary cooling until Emergency Coordinator confirms no sign of reignition. And at 10:42 hours, two firefighters out from scene of the fire with PF pressure of 80 bars. Backup firefighters carry out checks on all areas to ensure fire is completely extinguished. We have here BE pressure of 80 bars. We go to SCBA pressures and upon exit for emergency team, that is 80 bars, and SCBA number 2, that is also 80 bars. Next, at 10:43 hours, emergency coordinator reported no sign of reignition and no sign of heat transfer, and the cause of fire is due to the splash oil in the plate and burn and other combustible materials near it. Emergency fire pump stopped two backup firefighters out from the scene of the fire with BE pressure of 120 bars. We go to SCBA pressures for backup team. We will input 120 bars upon exit and also SCBA number 2 120 bars. And next, at 10:44 hours, bridge team prepared and sent standard emergency report to office. Bridge team back up BDR and save the records. We go to our checklist. We have followed the subsequent action, step number 1 and step number 2. And also on the step number 21, backup BDR and save records. Number 6, this is not applicable to us because we are at sea and no near VTS areas. Here we have followed the step number 7. We have sent a standard emergency report to office. So next, at 10:45 hours, demonstration on how to use firefighting equipment in the galley, example fire blanket and fixed CO2. This area you have to input enough time for demonstrations. And last, at 1100 hours, drill ended and equipment used are back to its fully operational condition. We go back to time to master. Here we will write the time, not the duration. And as per our critical response timing, that is 10:32 hours. Assessment of vessels recovery. We will put a check here. And equipment used, including type of portable extinguisher. We will write portable CO2 fire extinguisher. Supplementary information attached to drill report. We will check the emergency checklist and we will write the fire emergency checklist here. For example, the name of the checklist is checklist number 1. Training record. Here we will write the trainings and demonstration based on our onboard training drills, which is on our drill planner. Here is our onboard trainings, which you will find on your drill planner. Today is December and we will choose the date of December and we will choose the step number 5, emergency fire pump and emergency generator, methods of starting and taking it on load. We will write here the title of that training. Next row is for the master's analysis and remarks. On the last row, write your name, prepared by third officer, and the name of the master.